Hi everyone. I'm previewing what promises to be an epic week ahead in markets. The US election is finally here, so I will lay out 3 possible election day scenarios and the effects they could have on financial markets, as well as give you a rundown of the economic calendar this week, which includes a Fed rate decision and non-farm payrolls. GKFX Cambodia presents the week ahead. So it's been an interesting 4 years in financial markets under President Trump. Are you ready for 4 more? How about 12 more? Did you know that Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR for short, was elected for a record 4 times as president, the last one being in the middle of the Second World War in 1944? Today, that would mean that Donald Trump is still president in the year 2032. But don't worry, it can't really happen. As of 1947, the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution says no person shall be enacted to the office of the President more than twice. If you'll be using that US election fact at your next dinner party, please click the like button. It really helps us spread the word about these videos. So it's a huge week on the economic calendar. Monday kicks off with global manufacturing PMIs for October. On Tuesday, the RBA set interest rates and it's polling day in America. So while the voting takes place on Tuesday, the election results should be known by early Wednesday. On Wednesday, there is October service sector PMIs as well as ADP unemployment. On Thursday, we have the Bank of England and the Federal Reserve deciding interest rates, and on Friday, we have the monthly US jobs report. 4 short years ago, Donald Trump shockingly defeated Hillary Clinton to become President of the United States. Analysts had been predicting stock markets would lose half its value and the US dollar would be crushed in the event of a Trump victory. Dow Jones futures plummeted 800 points late Tuesday when the results swung in Trump's favour. But by the end of Wednesday, the Dow had erased all those losses and finished up 256 points and 40 points shy of a record high. So let's go through the 3 different scenarios. First is what the polling currently suggests, a clear Biden win. The key is the swing states. If Biden is so far ahead of Trump in states like Florida and North Carolina, it won't even matter about counting votes in other states like Ohio and Iowa. The certainty of the outcome and the idea of extra stimulus are positive for markets, while a risk factor is Biden seems a lot more willing to shut down the economy in another nationwide lockdown in response to the pandemic than Trump. Next is a clear Trump win. Now, it's not the expected outcome, so some investors might be forced to rapidly change positions, causing a jolt to markets. Ultimately, the reaction should still be positive given the prospect for tax cuts, but with the added uncertainty of how Trump will tackle the second wave of COVID-19 and phase 2 of the US-China trade deal. Last is the market's worst nightmare. That's an unclear or very close result. President Trump has consistently said the election is being rigged, so if he loses by a small margin, he might refuse the peaceful handover of power. If he were to do so, the decision over who won the election could go to the Supreme Court, where Trump just had a new judge elected, like it did in 2000 when George W. Bush narrowly won. That could mean days of uncertainty to juggle with rising COVID cases. Right, that's the 3 possible scenarios. Let's see which one happens. Thanks everyone, good luck trading and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next video.